Man, Sabbath has got to be definitely one of the hardest spiritual disciplines to incorporate for myself. I think it's because it really challenges what does rest really look like.
Yeah.
And I'm really challenged by, for me, it's like really being able to step away from work for an entire 24 hours. It's really hard for me. I think as someone who is always tend to be very antsy, tend to be very action driven and wanting to do, I find it so hard to just sit still. But I find that the best things in life, the hardest things in life are the ones worth pursuing. And I think rest for me, it's like, because I'm not good at it, and because it's something that vulnerably, something that I want to work on is exactly what I need to do on a Sabbath. That exact thing that I'm not good at. And it's like, okay, like putting myself into the uncomfortable situation of like literally taking a nap, of like just pulling out, just like playing my guitar, which I haven't been able to find as much time for recently, or just sitting down and maybe watching a show. Like for me, throughout the week, it almost feels like a sin to like just sit and like to watch, something, when like in my head, I'm like, oh, you could be creating a video instead of watching one. But I think I've found, as much as you've probably experienced, is that like watching things gives you inspiration too. It pours into you so that you can pour back out. And it's this process of like, what does it look like for me to spend 24 hours just fulfilling, right? Like filling myself up with things and making sure that the next day I'm at 100%, knowing that I can go the rest of the week strong, and knowing that I always have that one day in that week to fill back up. I'm going to be able to be fully rejuvenated, even though whether that's 2 days away or a few days away. I think I've found that the Sabbath is the day that I can kind of look forward to almost. And I don't want to call it like an excuse to do nothing, almost like a dedicated time to work on the things that I don't give as much time to, which is like rest and
Yeah, that goes back into what we talked about, where rest is productive. You're actually doing something. That something is rest. And that something could be, like you said, guitar playing. It could be watching a TV show. It could be going to a cafe. It could be visiting a park. Is that resting in the non-sleep way? You are still doing stuff, but it's just not stuff that that really takes away.